よしよし。あれだな、ウィンドウがアクティブじゃないと音が入らねえから。チラチラ無音になってるけど。改めまして。まあもうおはようございますかな。今日はね、ちゃんとシャーロック・ホームズやっていこうかなと思います。音入ってるよね。大丈夫だよね。はい。じゃあやろう。手動保存あった。誘拐事件の真相を追って、以前ね、アーネソンさんの邸宅に行ってたんですけど、そこで、アーネソンさんも沼に連れ去られたっていうのを、うわあ、そこを床判定ねえんだ。
Shall we investigate the area?
操作できねえんだけど。扉にインタラクトできない。マップある？わかんねえ。ワトソン君のボート操作技術だけが頼りだ。
Look, Holmes. Fireflies.
この箱とか調べられない。ダメっぽい。ホタルがいるってことは比較的水きれいなの？これ見ようしに浮いてるやつは操作できねえな。お、ここから先行けねえな。よいしょ。
A fisherman's hut. Not what we're looking for.
漁師の小屋。目的の場所ではない。インタラクトもできない。
How are you faring, Watson? Are you tired?
Not yet. but I've more than had it with these damn mosquitoes.
白いバツ印がさっき見えてたんだけど。あれは違うのか。
What was that, Holmes?
Whatever or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves.
お、なんか見つけたぞ。かがり火、明らかに人の痕跡だな。
Am I hearing drums?
Drums in the bayou?
これあれか、ホームズたちも聞こえてる太鼓の音なの。
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
A shadow. Nothing more.
あれ？上がり火がなくなっちゃった。白いバツはまた見えたけど。あ、いいだ。これ戻ってきたな、間違いなく。さっきのは一応進んでたってことでいいのか。じゃあもう一回行ってみるか。こんなあったっけ。 ヘロー。こっちで合ってんのか？あ、こっちか。うっすらと見えるな、火が。
If you told me when I binned your paper that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana bayou,
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised.
No, I can't.
No footprints, nor evidence of a recent mooring. We won't find Arneson here.
let us push on. There's no time to lose.
あれ、ここは関係ないのか。I can't speak English. ぐるっと回っていいのかな。あっちか。火があるってことは間違いなく人の痕跡なんだよな。自然と火が灯るなんてことないし。
The air is getting thicker, almost suffocating.
The stench of death. All too familiar now. Weeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
なんもない。おお、アドソン君が先走っている。
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a few of those poor souls. Come on, Holmes, give me the rifle. We shouldn't waste time in a place like...
Watson, stay calm but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
視点を動かす。撃つ。お、よし。
That's vicious.
That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
あ、なるほど。あれでさっと進んでたらワニに食われるだってことね。これで進めるようになった。 どっかに火かなんかないもんかな。あったあっ
That pier looks promising over there, Watson.
We're approaching the heart of darkness.
た。よし。
This place gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
お。たどり着くの実績が解除された。おや。未治療の跡。屋敷のものと同じ。うん。
Burning flesh just
裸足蒸気を逸した動き。
from it, focus
fire
on
Fire
our
of
task,
gathering of
so we may
passions
soon
and
leave all this behind.
ほう。宗教的なものだね。お。血濡れの手形、4
The
つ
hand
の
tied
手。
here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been arson. That's a lot of blood.
大量の出血だったが致命傷じゃない。
Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. The captive was dragged through hell.
ああ、情景が出るようになった。
A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep.
檻。
Days old and rotten.
去っている。
Damp, moldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment.
おー、
The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area.
沼杉の木。
The bloody handprint on this stone lacks
指が
4
4本
fingers.
欠けている。
The victim's left hand clawed at the soil.
左手で地面をかきむしった。
Sunken heels, the result of dragging a
重
heavy
たい人
body.
体を引きずった後。連れてかれようとして抵抗したって感じかな。
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
摩擦による傷。
I should be glad we're out of the water, but I'm not.
Bowls filled with blood.
儀式用の碗が血で乱されている。
メリークリスマス。
ちょっと早い気がするけど。
A worn blade, but clean and without blood.
メリークリスマス。親指しかない手形。もうちょっと情景を作るのに証拠が必要だな。あと捜査現場と。こっち側ではなさそうだ。おや。
The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread.
あ、ネイソンさんのやつか。アーネソンか。アーネソンさんのや
Christmas
つ。
clothes tossed aside. blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time.
しばらく使われていない。
A simple rope. This is how those poor people were crucified.
まだもうちょっと足りない。最終場面か。ここではないのか。祭壇がこっちだったしな。でも祭壇は出したんだよ。まだ調べられる場所が残ってる。まあ、ここの様子は確定させておくか。ワトソン君邪魔だよ。血で満たされてる。血を取ってる方が正しい。
Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome
血が
silhouette.
滴り落ち人の形になってる。ああかなあ。こっちっぽいな。残念ながらアーネソンさんは死んでそうだな。ほう。こっちっぽいな。で、もう一個がどこだ？最初の情景どこだよ。あ、エリアを出てたのかい？情景再現のエリアから出てた。ここか。おー。ここだと思うんだけどな、もう一個。
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
後ろ？
Only this indentation was spared from blood.
あ、出た出た。よしよし。 個違う。ここか。じゃあこうか。
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire. Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
せやね。じゃあ、この裏に行かなきゃいけないんだよね。これをつけた状態で。
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
Oh. これつけた状態でいいよね。これはまだか。これマップ。これ固定しながら何か見つけなきゃいけないはずなんだけど。まあ要は、あれだな。祭壇を開けるやつだな。
This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul.
仕掛け用の檻の近くには置かないか。仕掛け特用のアイテムがどっかにあるはず。か、何かしら作らなきゃいけないのか。もう一回ここ調べてみるか。違うな。
The tracks lead behind the stone slab. The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
今は血まみれ。 血まみれの石かなんか。なんかあったっけ？増えてないな別に。どっかに鍵がある。どっかに。
A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep.
お、
Thankfully, it's not Arneson. Thankfully, Arneson isn't among the dead.
お、あった。
Heavy and covered in blood.
せい。よし。行くぞ。
Darn it. Something is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
It's nothing, Holmes. I'll join you in a minute.
またあれだな。ホームズがクトゥルフ要素にとらわれるやつだな。
Woe betide those who take it.
取らなきゃいけねえじゃねえかよ。
Walk away. Let the unknown be.
That's human skin and still warm. What's happening?
あれに行けってことか。
Deja vu and not in a pleasant way.
うん。あった。実体がないな。まだダメっぽい。お？ こっちではなさそう。こっちパートあれか？スイッチだけあって、で、もう一回扉みたいなのくぐって戻ると、あれかな？足場が実体化してるとかそんな感じかな。あれ、いけそうにないもんな。あれないや。あっちで合ってんの？この辺に行っちゃったけど、じゃあやっぱ向こうで合ってんの？でもあの足場踏めそうにないんだけどな。ほらね。何かしらもう一個仕掛けを解かなければいけない。見えないけど足場ある？もしかして。なるほど。で、またいで、あの岩の裏に行って、カゴ目印だな。カゴを越えてすぐ曲がる。で、もう一回カゴ越えたらもう一回右に曲がる。で、カゴの横まで来たらカゴに沿るって感じか。そこそこ足場の判定広いと助かるんだけどな。こうか。ごめんよ、ホームズ。回っていって、カゴを越えたら、すぐこっち。待ってね。こっち。カゴのラインで、こっちに、あれ。カゴ越えたところか。とっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっと。よいしょ。あれ？ 純粋に行き過ぎてただけか。そこそこ足場の判定広いと助かります。あれ？よいしょ。よし。この時点でこっちか。あれ最後のカゴのラインがちょっと分かってない。もう一回見てくるか。闇雲に行ったところでどうせだから。こっちじゃ見えねえな。わかりにくいんだが。もうちょっとわかりやすく見えねえ。あ、こっからなら見える？見えん。もうちょっと見える場所にしてくれ。すげえわかりにくい。こっち？違うよね。ホームズの産地がえらいことになりそうだ。僕のせいで。ここでもう曲がっちゃったらいい？あ、そんなことないよ。やっぱあのカゴは越えなきゃいけないよな。これで見えねえしな、別に。あれ、最後の足場だけいまいちわかんねえな。 あ、なんだいけんじゃん。
And now, axes? What on earth for?
タイミングよく避ければいいだけ。この扉を開けなきゃいけない。ああ、早すぎた。
Now it is glowing, but why?
あー、違う。違う。あった。あ、違う。あ、順番にやらなきゃいけないってわけではないんだな。わー、はい。光った。
There's that glow again.
あの形の印のところでまた死ぬと。それまでは避けなきゃいけないんだね。あれじゃない。あそこか。うおー。
I hope that was all. I can't take any more.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming. Holmes, what are you doing, sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
I just need a second, John.
検視。
The unknown, beckoning, great one, lightning! I should examine him before he has another seizure. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated
頭部に
pupils,
ドン的外傷、
lips
瞳孔が拡
moving
大し、
without a
唇が音もなく動いてる。では
severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed. Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute.
動機。あと、あった。
Cold sweat. 2, no, 3 ribs fractured. Arneson is delirious after all he did.
専門状態。
We can't get him to the broken estate like that. It's dangerous to us and him. Please tell me there are no eels inside Arneson. Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal.
全体に致死。
Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
薬剤師の手引き。命も奪わず救う方法。一人前の薬剤師を目指す処刑らの手引きの書。はあ、はあはあ、正確に慎重に。
Some kind of amanita mushroom.
天狗だけ。
Extremely poisonous.
明らかに殺すようじゃねえ。
Odorless, watery, and hard to identify. 匂い、無臭、液体、毒薬、探す。蛇の毒。
The walls are spinning. Let me catch my breath.
This is Dwale.
Belladonna.
Sleep and relaxation. Salvia divinora provokes visual
幻
hallucinations.
覚を引き起こす薬草。
A gluey decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color.
正体不明の煎じ薬。ニカワシスの煎じ薬。鼻をつくほど強い薬草の香りを持つが、色から見て少し焦げている。匂い、強い、濃度、粉末、種類。わからん。ニカワ色。暖色？色、寒色。平行性、違う。透明でもない。色じゃないのか、じゃあ。もう毒薬でいいのかな。治療薬。消毒療法。違う。ん？間違いなくこれまた探さなきゃいけないやつだよね。煎じ薬だから粉末だよね。でも全部違ったんだよな。ってことはここが違う？あった。アヤワスカ。儀式用にアマゾン流域で広く使用されている茶色の物質。幻覚と幻聴。容体を落ち着かせる方法。ベラドンナと 意味の毒は難しそうだけど。天狗岳とかはダメそうだしな。苦痛を伴う猛毒。幻覚を引き起こす薬草。幻覚と幻聴。天狗岳も毒性が非常に強い。蛇の毒。筋弛緩剤。はあ、はあははあ、ってことは蛇の毒とベランドンナか。これ。アーネスト用の鎮静。ああ、作れたんか。早いな。
Please tell me there are no eagles inside, Anderson.
固定して。
Please tell me there are no eagles inside, Anderson.
ああ、なるほど。
This should help soothe Anderson.
OK。
I need some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Anderson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat. There. That seems to have calmed Anderson enough to be carried. We'll follow you out.
調べても何も出てくれない。ほうほう。まあまた聞くもんでもないでしょ。ホームズよくわかるね。多言語。
Festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing we are born to die, built in the eyes of our eldritch lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice.
Eyes without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Holmes? Are you all right? Here, let me help.
I'm fine.
Holmes? Sherlock! What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I don't... You're right. Let's go, Watson.
撃ったのか、ワトソン。 ワトソン君、ありがとう。
Bon Dieu, still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man, through and through. Wait, is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, but he's not well. Do you know Lucy?
Belle from the nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Power of the heart. I get you.
愛の
Wait
力
here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No. Tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's
優しい
settled.
人ばっかりだ。
Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny. I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes around here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
うん。帰ってきたぞ。さあ、ロンドンに帰ってきて、君ヒアの誘拐は結局。
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely
お
follows.
兄ちゃん。
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade
国
is
際
a
貿易の
delicate
慎重なこと。
beast.
はあはあはあ。
Your antics and Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or
Ah.
intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
まあそういう反応で。
Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them.
それは支援だな。
And the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
ホームズ倒れとるやんけ。
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
意識失って倒れとるやんけ。
Am I mad? This painting wasn't here last time, was it?
お、ついにワトソン君にも見えるようになったか。
Another sinking near Scotland by the Strandfall.
沼地の魔術本。とりあえず全然だな。ワットソンくん。
The details. Cool. Thank you, sir. Get the strand, get the true facts.
野ざらしにしてると湿気るぞ。新聞が。花屋にいねえな。
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
この本を翻訳してほしい。
Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely.
スティーブンソンの導きの
Barnes,
光。
does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an
新進
up-and-coming
系の
author.
作家。う
I've been
ん、
following his work in the
雑誌によく
periodicals.
作品が掲載されてい
Interesting
る。
man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
いらっし
What
ゃい。
makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great
イギリスの
British
名画に関する本があ
families.
る。
If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged.
元気そうっすね。
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
右側の本棚にある。あった。
Take care of your master.
バンちゃん。
For some reason, it makes my skin crawl.
A moment, please. Spellbinding pages.
これを調べなきゃいけない。はい。あ、年代。戻ろう。これか。大嵐に関する記事。人間や鉱石にまつわる事実。はあ。デイビーが書き写した暗号。あ、そうか。それを調べなきゃいけないのか。開示。年代。場所。さっきなんて言ってたっけ？あ、いけた。ようわからん。ようわからん。アシュマットの暗号部の内容。お、ここは合ってる。スコットランドのロホアーバー西にあるスティーブンソン作の灯台がカルト教団の隠れ家であることが分かった。よく分かったね。カルト教団の首謀者とその目的。ああ、まだだな。これ固定して。
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Much appreciated. お。スケリボア灯台。灯台を全部調べればいいのかな？ほうほうほう。これか。ふむふむ。証拠2が更新された。来た。これで誰かにまた話聞けばいいのか。なんかわかった？
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
Mm. この人を引きずり込んでもええのかどうか。いいや、いいよ。
You have been of great help, so yes.
Excellent. I could barely put it down. Farewell.
あ、実績が解除されてしまった。もう後戻りできね。
A fascinating book. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
火曜日どこ
About Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
いいよ。
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
新たな事件。ここに来て。情報提供者のフリップホークから数日間連絡がない。ホームズの様子を探ってくれ。ステミック大佐の屋敷の隣。ホークの家を訪ねたら私が報告するように本屋で待っている。まあ、とりあえず行くかっていうぐらいだけど。ステンウィック邸の隣。とりあえず行ってみるか。
Another sinking near Scotland. Buy the strand for all the details.
ここの隣。捜査現場。こっちで合ってるよね。インタラクトできるものがない。さすがにホームズ連れてこないと何も調べられないか。 何の変哲もない家。明かりはついてんな。はしご？一回ホームズに話しかけに行ってみるか。ホームズ。
Family, Watson. I let go of the best part in Cordona. Now I am left with the worst in Mycroft. You held your own against Mycroft. He makes for a formidable foe. And a daunting brother. Go on without me, Watson. I need a rest. And a smoke or two.
今回はワトソン君だけで行動しなきゃいけないのか。
Get the strand, get the true facts. Just back from a trip, Doctor. You look exhausted.
定期購入。
Please let Mr. Holmes know that he may always read the latest strand at no cost. What is it now, Doctor?
いや、調べてきたんだけど、君に言われて。まだなんか調べなきゃいけないのか。
ホークの自宅。
多くの自宅。まだなんか調べなきゃいけないらしいんだけど。何の変哲もねえとかって言われちゃってるからな。なんか積極的に調べることができないんだよね。捜査現場を発見したとはなってんだけど、ホームズと違ってなんか集中モードみたいな、なんていうの、痕跡とか後から何かの引きずった後とかそういうのから探し回れる能力ワトソン君だからないし、ホームズに話しかけに行ったら一人にしてくれって言われたし、お兄ちゃんに話しかけに行ったら何してんのかね先生って言われたし、まだ調べ足りないってことなんだろうけど。こうなりゃインタラクト連打だ。ほらほらほらほらほらほらほら。何かに反応しろ。 何も反応しねえ。俺なんか埋まんのか。エジプトの建築美術。はいはいはいはい。同年に通が禁止した一部のものに過ぎない。ははは。本人がやったわけではない。違うな。これか。はあはあはあはあ。アーチボルト・ロチェスター。アードナム・ルッカン灯台で儀式を執行するつもり。この状態で誰かに話しかけなきゃいけないんだよ。
Could you help me? Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
君か？
I feel a bit strange, Doctor. Like I have a fever. What is it now, Doctor? I'm sure I'll be fine. Now, I don't know where you obtained this grimoire, but I'd love to buy it.
絶対読みふけってんのか、あいつ。クトゥルフの魔導書を読みふけってどうするつもりだよ。
Another sinking near Scotland. By the strand for all the details.
この状態でホームズに話しかければいいのかな。へいへい。あ、来た来た。
Holmes, I have the translation. Barnes will keep researching. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes gave us a preliminary translation of the book. I think we have a lead.
Sherlock, what is it? I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
君は狂ってなどいない。
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
さすがだ、ワトソン君。
Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland. I need a moment to put my affairs in order.
You raised my spirits, Watson. Take all the time you need.
あれこれは フォークの屋敷を訪ねたら。
Get the strand, get the true facts.
え、これ放置でええんか。ああ。
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
お、
His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasps.
スズメバチの針が体中に刺さってる。
Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war. Royal Berkshire Regiment.
未完成の手記。はあはあ。
Capital M, signed by someone else's hand.
現場の捜査が完了した。
A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction. Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our suite in Baker Street.
調べてきたよ。よ。
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I have found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to
アナフィラキシーショックだね。
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
実は各所こういう小さな事件ってあったのかな。
I'm sure I'll be fine. Now, I don't know where... you obtain this grimoire, but I'd love to buy it.
これでもうやることねえだろう。フォークの自宅ちゃんとあったわ。調べるところねえじゃねえかって言ってたけど。行こう。
Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
.最後な気がすんな。完全に最終章のタイトルだしな。30分ぐらいでクリアできるかな。あ、バレた。
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls. These seas have taken too many, John. Let's stop them from taking more then.
お、すでに儀式は始まっている。何今のカメラワーク。ボス戦がどうのこうのみたいなのはアクションゲームだからないとは思うけど。
Barred and barricaded from the inside. The door won't budge.
手で壊されてる。
You see that glow atop the lighthouse? I have never seen anything like it.
We
The door won't budge. Barred and barricaded from the inside.
両方とも内側から塞がれてる。正面扉には鍵がかか
The
って
door won't budge.
そこは登れないのか。いけねえな。お、なんかあった。
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself, an ancient symbol of eternal renewal. Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key. An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century.
ふむ。壁には取っ手のようなものがある。壁の下に跡がついている。壁にはくぼみがあり、奇妙な鍵穴のように見える。なるほど。
Holmes, look. There's a body here.
Not just any body, it's Ashmat. Where did the shirt come from?
ああ、これのことか。
The body is still soft to the touch. He died recently.
Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted.
自分
Oh, his eyes are gouged out. The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand. A broken chain. Something was attached to the end.
His body succumbed to all those wounds.
Oh. 一部が洗い流される。
ジッパーと思った。
僕もちょっとジッパーと思った。鎖の後らしい。動脈の損傷ではない。
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back.
背中から倒れた。
This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here.
鎖に取り付けてやったものが落ちたのは、お、これだな。うん。お、なんかある。
Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use. Interesting occult pattern.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.
これが鍵か。ああ、外に出れた。外に出れるやんけ。儀式を阻止する方法。何も足りねえ。ん？こっちの部屋と、部屋が2つある。おお。壁画が。ああ。
Sealed shut and seemingly for a long time.
Oh. なるほどね。まだこっちではないのか。内部は壁画で覆われている。こっちから調べるのではない。ほうほう。
They used fresh blood in some kind of ritual.
一個ずつ調べられる？そんなことねえな。お、これは先に続く道か。
An obsidian heart, masterful work.
黒曜石の心臓の形に彫られたのか。
That's a crafty mechanism and quite ancient.
まだ調べ物が足りない。これのうちのどっかを調べられる？もしかして。
Sealed shut and seemingly for a long time.
調べられなかった。今ある証拠だけで何か見つけなきゃいけないのか。天秤だな。
Something in the caves drove Ashmat mad, and it might still be there, so let us proceed with caution.
This vessel is covered in dried blood.
Oh, I get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help.
戻って血を取ってこればいいの？だから戻れるようになってる。
Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson?
Fine, take my flask.
チパック。
できたわ、チパック。
The lever doesn't want to stay on its own.
An obsidian heart, masterful work.
自動で戻ってしまう。
sealed shut. They used fresh blood in some kind of ritual. Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
あ、そういうことね。まだだな。まだ何も増えてないな。
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up.
The doors, Watson. Hold the doors.
Ah! We're trapped! Now what?
Look around. There must be something we can use.
A rather accurate depiction of the human heart.
これに対する反応は一緒なの？
It's ancient, though still working.
何かを置けばいい。
Look around, Watson. There must be something useful.
.長押しとかでもないな。じゃあ置くものが必要。あった。
Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what.
.バグったな。うおー。あの檻みたいなやつ。このレバーは違うの？まだ違うらしい。
It's all right, Watson. It's merely a chest with coins and a dagger, made of obsidian by the looks of it.
黒曜石製。これじゃないの？じゃあ。お、なんかあるな。黒曜石製の担当渡せばいいのかな。よし。ここじゃない。
A rather accurate depiction of the human heart.
Use these with care. Let us be the first adventurers to raid a tomb without destroying it. I know I set a high bar, Watson, but you're perfectly capable of working this out.
おここに置くんじゃないのか。あ、置けたじゃん。置いて。お。
Terrific. Now, onward before they close again.
Let us hope our paths converge, Holmes.
よしよしよし、いけたぞ。
It's crawling me, John. I cannot bear it any longer.
Holmes, say something.
Everything is so insignificant.
Holmes, say something.
Everything is so...
Holmes! Holmes, speak up.
はい、行き止まりだ。
I'm coming!
ガチャガチャ言ってんのはランタンの音か。
Keep talking! Sherlock?
こっちか。
Keep talking!
こっちだ。お、見つけた。
Holmes! Holmes, come on, wake up! Thank heavens. What were you doing? What happened?
The whirlwind. Stars are so distant. The sun inverts the earth. It becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
Nothing is everything. We are so small, inconsequential. A shadow in the dark.
I think we best go back. You are not well, Sherlock.
No, we are so close. We cannot.
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
With every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must stop. Rochester, we must end this.
Ah, Sherlock, you almost died.
Do not worry about me, John. You have other men to save.
お、はしごがある。ワトソン君がいるおかげで。おう、シャーロックパート。
I thought that I'd seen horrors during the war, but this is complete madness. Careful, Holmes.
Sir, are you all right? No response.
東大森の日記。あ、鍵だ。 明らかに触れたらやばそうだけどな。
They are all entranced, captivated by the light of the lens.
Sherlock, don't touch it. We still don't know what it is capable of.
.全然関係ないらしい。まだ全然何も足んねえな。催眠。適当につなげてみて、どれかヒットするか。あ、担当は使うらしい。あとはまだ調べられてないやつだ。
The base appears to rotate.
Hands off, Holmes. We have no idea of its purpose.
The sheer form of it, the color, it makes me feel uneasy. Black, metallic, and with a characteristic hue. Obsidian yet again.
アシュマット。変更レンズへの光のため方。光を照射すると脆くなってしまう。
This material feels very sturdy. It would take an enormous effort to break like that.
Don't mind my trembling hands. It's not fear, it's adrenaline.
.さっきのレンチかなんかで回すんかと思ったけど、光を照射すればいいはずなんだけどな。そのパートに行かねえ。ワトソン君に触るなって言われる。さっきので証拠が揃ったか。これか。うん。全然関係ねえ。これ固定して、よし、これで。これで
That's it. You did it. The lens broke.
John, the worshippers, we need to make sure.
Of course, I'll see if they're all right.
よしよしよし。 ああ、まだできんのか。おお、し抜けた。
Mad cultists, ancient ritual sites. Had I known where this case would lead, I would never have brought you to see Stenton.
Stop there, shipmates! A storm awakens and we've battened down the Archers.
まともな人間だ。
Dirty Summers, I presume. Nice to put a filthy, sweat-covered face to a name.
That's no way to speak to a captain.
Sherlock, get down!
何どこ撃てばいい？ああ。ほっ
Watson, I only wounded him. Hurry, we must tie him up.
You are fools. Tying me up won't stop the awakening.
My sanity is slipping away. I feel like I've been there. They made sure no one could enter through the main door.
お時間がなくてさ、途中で終わりそうなんだけど。
Essential for any modern lighthouse lantern. Pay for padding. They didn't want their cargo damaged.
よし。ワッシュマットだ。
They modified the gallery and watchroom. Khalid lenses are placed inside the lantern room.
こっちはもう調べたの。お。
It seems they have placed beam emitters all over the main gallery. One moment, Watson. I'll redraw this blueprint.
お、日記だ。意識を阻止する方法。積み荷の箱。来た。設計図に描かれている灯籠の土台の変更レンズを破壊しなければならない。そのためには光線の照射器の2つをレンズに向け黒曜石の担当で破壊する必要があると。ははは。できた。
We shall apply what we just learned, charge the Khalid lenses, and break them with the dagger. That should put a stop to this cursed ritual.
All right, good. I confess, I worry about what awaits us. Is it too much to hope this will all come right?
If our future is black, it is better surely to face it like a man than to attempt to brighten it by mere will-o'-the-wisps of the imagination. Come on. We'll go together.
Look at them all. We have to help them.
Watson, stop. Rochester will see you.
What should we do?
We get answers. Stay here, see to the lenses. I shall confront Rochester. He owes me the truth.
Sherlock! Sherlock! Mr. Holmes, you are late. Was the path here not as you anticipated?
You expected me?
We've stood here before, Mr. Holmes. Another you.
別の君、別の私。はは。
Many years ago. I wonder what will happen this time.
What? What are you talking about?
Join me. Bear witness to the end.
2つ以上やってはい。
You cannot bear witness to anything, Lord Rochester. You are blind.
How could you?
It is what I do.
No. How could you be so ignorant? For I have never seen more clearly than in this moment. Never felt more than I feel right now. Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The bile of madness rises in our throats just as our master rises below. I see moon beasts, night gaunts, a witch doctor in Arkham. I see what the stars themselves are dreaming. I know more than any man has ever known.
You are delusional. How did you do it? The compulsions, the visions, was it some form of hypnosis or no? A drug, perhaps, tell me.
Ah, there is no ruse. There is no big reveal. It is exactly what it seems. You still fight so desperately against this truth, but you feel it too. Yes? Yes?
You are mad. You have mistaken hallucinations for reality.
Are you really want to talk, Mr. Holmes? Speak truthfully now. In the port, in the swamp, what did you see?
何も見てない。
I saw only darkness, nothing more.
No, no, no! You are lying to yourself, Mr. Holmes! Why? If you are not here for the truth, then you are a diversion. But no more! Rulor Kanga! Oh, Master! Oh, Great One! He has come! Take me! Accept my sacrifice! The world is yours!
え？あれ？選択肢ミスったもしかして。選択肢ミスったんだ。え、これ破壊しちゃダメなの
？You cannot bear witness.
おお。
You are.
異世界。
Something beyond the capacities of my imagination. A world so alien, but
so familiar. Yes, I see it too. In your mind's eye. Untold horrors
今の選択肢はダメだったらしい。
in the shimmering dreamlands as Sarnath sinks eternal.
ああちゃんとやったらあれか。あれ あ、通れた。え一個破壊したところからか。制限時間内に押さなきゃいけないらしい。連打しちゃダメって言われる。今さっき連打したら死んだ。見えねえんだけど。あ、そうか、色の違いで判別しろってこと。今度はあれか。何かが足りない。電力か。完全に QT だ。あれ、これ邪魔なんだけど。あ、こっちから行けんのか。ねえ、めっちゃ時間かかるからさ、もう一旦やめていい？すごい、もうなんか終わりそうな感じはするんだけどさ、時間がないから、今日ここで終わるわ。めっちゃ途中だけど。今日平日だかんな。今日めっちゃ平日なんだよな。
わら。
ちょっと時間が中途半端だったわ。ごめんね。
おつ、わら。
お疲れ様です。